Well, welcome to the second attempt of an intro to the Heed Army podcast. We're here at Dunston, much like we did at the beginning of the Hebben game. Well, I'll say for the Hebben show. We're doing the intro. You can tell I'm a bit frustrated because I didn't switch this mic on for Mickey. But yeah, the show is a good thing. It's fully live. Please interact with the show. You can comment on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, and we'll be able to read them all out. We're going to be putting some footage here from Dunston. It should be a good pre-season friendly. It always is here at Dunston. It's a nice place to come in July, isn't it? It is, yeah. When you've got the tropical weather of Tyneside beating down on you, it is a nice place to be. It is tropical. But please do interact with the show. We are going to open it up with some footage here and some interviews. I have already got some. Hopefully I can use them. But I didn't switch this mic on. I might have picked up on this one. If not, I'll just put a little 10-second montage of the interviews that we lost in memorandum. It's going to be like the Oscars, but as I say, do enjoy the show. It is fully live apart from this bit. We're going to put a montage up, some fan interviews, and we'll see you momentarily.
Hello there and welcome to the Heed Army podcast. Can you close that door? Close that door. Right, we thought I'd just come in there. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. That was a montage of the game yesterday with some highlights and the goals. And yeah, it was a fantastic game. Lots of people there. We've got a few interviews and say, Mickey, I didn't turn on the mic for some of them, but thankfully we've got the sound. Otherwise it could have been
technology to rebuild it.
No, we're just plain lucky. That's all we were. Saying thank you to everyone that was passing and asked us if we were going to put the proper lead in tonight, and the camera wasn't going to go off tonight. Hopefully that won't happen. So a big thank you to everyone that's done that. We've got lots of messages coming in. But as you can see along the bottom of the screen, we'll be talking about the Dunston game, the Billingham game, what was ultimately the last match in charge for Mickey Gray of the Gated Ladies against Birtley Town on Sunday. Yeah. And of course, you'll be able to see on the bottom as well, and you may have seen on social media that Blackburn Rovers have cancelled the friendly against us on Saturday, which is a bit of a gutter to say the least. But Mickey, enjoy yesterday?
I did, certainly did. It was a good game, actually.
It was
closer than I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. But I really enjoyed it. It's always nice going down to Dunston anyway, and
it certainly is.
Down at Dunston as well.
Charles Wolfe, he managed to snap us, or mainly me, when we're in action, when we're getting an interview with Ben Clark there. Look at that. Thank God I sucked me gut in on that one, but what a beautiful photo. So big thank you to Charles Wolfe.
One for the ladies with Ben Clark's behind.
Oh yes, well that's why I think we took it, to be honest. But what we'll do is we've got loads of comments. Keep them coming in, and we'll get through them all. So please do look at that. But what it is, we'll quickly play an interview with Charles Wolfe, and say it's lovely to see Charles in the flesh.
Well, Charlie Wolfe, welcome back to the podcast. You must be buzzing that we're back on match days with fans here.
It's fantastic to have fans. I cannot wait to get me tackle out in public.
Way.
But there's one thing I must say, Dave.
Yeah.
Remember to plug the lead in.
Oh, I know. Well, I did plug it in last week. It was just a really bad mishap. I pulled the lead and it come out. That's why it went off last week. But Charles, I say we're here. Glorious day this morning. It didn't look like it was going to be like this, did it?
No, it is. The summer, it's fantastic just to see the boys back on the pitch training and just get the atmosphere again. It's fantastic. Very, very lonely in the stadium on your own, but actually hear fans is fantastic. That's what it's all about.
It is, and on Saturday, of course, we've got Blackburn Rovers. That should be a good encounter, and have obviously the fans are back at the stadium for the first time in a long time.
Unbelievable. I cannot wait.
Cheers, fantastic. There we go, top.
There you go, Charlie Wolfe, looking in fantastic fettle there and on great form. Unfortunately, of course, we recorded that before the news broke of the Blackburn game being postponed, which, you know, you've got to surmise that it's either got to be a COVID outbreak in the under-23s, but if it is, good luck, get well soon to anyone that's involved in that. But as I say, we'll just have to wait and see, what comes of that, if we can get another friendly next year. Mason Ford's, but evening, lads. Loved last night. Disappointed the game was off on Saturday due to circumstances, but hopefully a good game if they bring up the first teamers, especially Honeyman. Well, I say it would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, and we got an interview with Mr. Lucas. But evening, lads. Thanks for your time in interviewing me at Dunston. Glad to meet Mickey as well, without his arms folded. Well, it's apparently he said that you would have liked to have said hello to Mickey earlier, but you said you looked intimidating with your arms folded, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Something like that. Well,
gentle giant, me man, Mr. Luke.
Gentle giant. Well, talking about a giant, well, we've named him Big Luke, and this is his interview.
Well, we're joined by Luke, Gator fan, always interacts with the podcast. It's nice to be at a game, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice. Obviously, to see all the people, see all the Gator players training, and back at some good, proper football instead of watching it on live streams. I know you've been doing some live streams, of course.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. It was my first game back for the whole half of a year, and it's proper nice.
Yeah,
it's a nice little ground, but coming up against Dunston, of course, their season was curtailed like ours, but I think Dunston might be a good side to play against, but
a couple of former players playing for them as well, and Phil Turnbull and Craig Baxter. But
South Shields players.
Yeah, the former Gator players. Who are you looking forward to seeing play for Gator that's just signed?
Definitely a massive fan of Kedwin Scott. He's very good with the boys, starting the banging the goals for pre-season, which is nice. So hopefully we'll get to see him. Banging some goals in the new upcoming season. But we just got to show these guys respect, basically, and just hopefully we can keep winning pre-seasons just to go into the new season.
Yeah, spot on. That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
There we go, Luke. And if anyone else would like to do an interview with us when we are going to have the camera at a game, please do come along. It makes the podcast having new faces on, new people talking, giving their thoughts and views. And that's what it's all about. And while we're on, if you are new to watching us, like and subscribe just down there. That's what we want you to do. Helps us spread the word further amongst Gateshead fans. And Mickey, last night, couple of players caught the eye. Of course, it was a mixture of youth team players and, it's a youth team, fringe first team players now that have come through the youth system. But I'm going to play this little clip here. This was what we got of the goal from Eddie Thomas.
Good. I was down at Billingham on Saturday, Dave, and the lad works his socks off, and he's got 2 goals in 2 pre-season games. He looks a bit of a rough diamond, to be fair, Dave. Took that really well yesterday. And he took his goal well on Saturday as well. And I mean, Billingham weren't pulling out the tackles on Saturday. I'm telling you, if anything, they were putting in stronger tackles than Dunston put in last night, and they stood up to it, David. They really did.
Well, they did, and I mean the game itself was good. And obviously, we had a few players. Got a bit of footage here. The lads warming up before the game. Of course, Danny Greenfield there. He had a decent game in midfield, and obviously we see the likes of Dan Ward have a full 90 minutes as well. Players looking sharp and looking fit.
They are. Kedwin's looking really, really strong. Really sharp.
Well, we had as we're talking to his mum and dad, we'll have to give him high praise.
Well, I mean, we did try to get them in the podcast, but we really can't tell you the answer, can we? Really?
Not really. But she did for embarrassing him throughout the season, so we'll get to that at some point. That'll be good. But no, on the whole,
Story as well. Lewis Stories looks absolutely sound.
Yeah, it's looking good at the back there. We've got lots and lots of messages here. Absolutely fantastic. Great viewing figures as well. Thank everyone that's joined us. Dave Edwards, quick question. What's your personal favourite home or away shirt? Well, I tell you what. Well, Mickey doesn't like them, but yeah, that's Mickey.
Half and half.
And just not that we get any commission or a free shirt out of it, but the shirts are available on the club shop. There we go. There's a little close-up of the home shirt. Look at that.
Kobe.
There we go. And Tony Carter on the bum. Where else would you have him? And there's the away shirt and the away shorts there. So if you want to get onto the Gateshead FC website, there will be a link to take you there to purchase your shirts online. And why not? You'll be looking very smart this summer. And,
to be honest, Dave, I can understand why people like them. I really do. And it's just my preference. I'm not having to go at the club or anybody. I don't like the shirts. Well, I can understand why people like them. And a lot of people do like them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to buy the shirts, don't take it off me, by all means. So if you want to buy the shirts, you buy the shirts.
The Bernard's going to get the heavies around on you. We've got another message here from Kane Weirs. Even though I thought you were both fitting well. Yes, thank you. And also, as well, apologies to Kane. He did send me a message to promote the young lads that had just signed for the, and I've deleted the photo by mistake. The youngsters that have signed up, I'll definitely put it on next week, and we'll maybe try and get one of them on. Obviously the people that signed up, the under 14s and under 16s, I think it was. So well done everyone involved at the club on that front.
Absolutely fantastic. The Kane and everyone else down at the club to get some younger lads in.
That's someone talking to someone else there on the chat facility there. But hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello, Craig.
Very well. But we've got our resident swearer, Gordon. David Tron, evening lads. What a great game yesterday. Looking forward to the season starting. It was a nice way to spend your Tuesday afternoon in July. It certainly was. And we've got there. I've seen nothing. Blackburn don't have any kit for this week. I've seen something that Blackburn don't have any kit for this weekend. No, I'm sure they would just wear last season's if that was the case. I couldn't see that being the the reason why the fixture has been postponed.
They could easy have a training kit.
Yeah. Sam Pendleton, evening lads, a great start for pre-season, both men's and ladies teams. Sad to see Mickey Gray depart to pastures new. However, looking forward to seeing who the new management appointment will be. Well, we're going to get on to that a little bit later on. As I say, there's an advertisement up for the post, and if you read on Mickey's social media, obviously very sad to leave the club, but he's moved on to pastures new, and we wish him all the best at Bolton Colliery, because they've got quite a ladies' reputation there for the team. So, and
reputation.
Well, we've got loads of messages still to read out, which is absolutely fantastic. Keep them coming in. Keep the messages coming in, because that's what it's all about. And we'll want, as I say, the more messages we got, the better the show is. We want to hear all of what you want to be talking about. And well, we've got a couple of interviews left to play out. I see a couple, one. But what I want to do is just play a message from our sponsors, and then we'll play the next interview. I should have had that lined up better, but here we are, Big Ben Clark.
Hi Ben, welcome back to the podcast. It's lovely to chat to you. I say football's back. It's just lovely, isn't it, to be at the ground and see everyone just like normal.
Yeah, it is. So it's our second pre-season game. I had to come today because Billy and Baxter were playing, so I was going to come to see the lads as well. But it's a lovely night. We've always had a good relationship with Dunston, so it should be a good game.
It should be, and there's a few talking that 1 second.
Hello.
But, I mean, you were there at the Hebburn game, and there was a few players caught the eye, and one has signed since. Connor Panny looks really good.
Yeah, Connor's come through the system. We've known about him for a while. Fantastic prospect, somebody that we've got high hopes for. He's a fantastic lad, but like I said, there's a lot of other lads as well through the academy on that side. So there's 3 or 4 of them again involved today, which is fantastic for us. Fantastic for the manager. Gives him options, and like I said, I thought we looked really good at Hebburn, and this will be another tough test today.
You must be very proud that obviously, you know, the academy is still really in the infancy since you arrived back at the club, and you know the products that are coming through to the first team is, well, it's quite phenomenal at the moment. The numbers that we've got, even clubs at a higher level would be proud to be able to put that many youth team players into the first team.
Yeah, I think that's what makes our programme so special, because you know the proof's in the pudding. I think at one stage at Hebburn we had, against Billingham, I think we had 8 people that come through the system on the pitch, which is what's all about. And you 2 lads know more than anybody that to see local lads put that shirt on, it means a lot. So, you know, when I retired, it was something that I'm really proud of, getting players through. Myself, Pater, that's our job, to try and get the lads into the first team. And you know, we've got a few Elliot Forbes, John Mellish, Tom White, Connor Panny. There's lots and lots in the current group. There's, you know, Eddie Thomas got his first goal.
Yeah.
Billingham looked really good. Jamie Nash, Kyle Everton. So it's a fantastic, you know, and like I said, that's what makes our programme so unique.
It certainly is. But I say we're talking about young players. There's old players here today. Baxter and Phil Turnbull are still rolling back the years playing. It must be nice to see the lads, even if it's just a fleeting visit like this.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm in a group chat with them 2 and James, which gets really lively.
Yeah.
But now that, you know, Baxter, Phil and James, no secret, they're one of my best friends at the club, and for them to still be playing, it's fantastic, and hopefully we'll just play on them 2 today and we'll be successful.
We'll do. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, Ben.
Well, that was Ben Clark, and we thank him very much. Always great value to talk to him. And I just realised that it's Connor Panny, not Connor Patty there. Obviously, it's a spelling mistake there from John Thornton. We've got Jack Banham has put, good evening, you lot. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Jack. Good evening, John.
Mr. Lucas, but as you can see, I'm not very professional at this, and behind the scenes, Dave started to become furious about his mic and started swearing. That was after I started speaking after we finished recording, because I was like, I can't believe I didn't have the mic on. But thankfully, we managed to pick it up. So really, I shouldn't have said anything.
What makes this podcast good, though, Davey. We didn't take it too serious, and
I thought it was my, you cheeky sod. I thought it was my roguish good looks that made this podcast successful.
Well, it's certainly not.
That was Mason Fordus, but also that number 9 for Dunston was Scotty Fennick. Yeah, I thought I recognised that face. I say, former Blythe player, of course. And, well, evening, lads. I'm starting to feel better, of course. I think Gordon missed the game through having the dreaded COVID, but we're glad he's on the mend. And Thomas' work rate against Billingham was fantastic. He was all over the park against a very physical Billy team. Well, as I say, I first seen Eddie Thomas play last season when I covered one of the youth games. I can't remember. It was the
Youth Cup, wasn't it?
Youth Cup. Of course, Nelson Ogbuwe kind of grabbed the attention because of his speed and pace. And, he was very eye-catching on the night, but so was Eddie Thomas. And he's strong, he's only 18, 19. He's big. He's going to fill out more. He's got pace. He's agile. And you've seen by his finish there, he was calm. He was collected. And you can see why the likes of Mike Williamson and Ian Watson are prepared to give him a chance to play in these pre-season friendlies, because his maturity, he showed in the last 2 games.
It is, but he's not alone, Dave. Ben Clark mentioned Kyle Everton. You've got Connor Panny, you've got Eddie Thomas, and Kyle Everton has stuck out at fullback in the last couple of games for me. He seems really composed. I don't know how old he is, but he looks a really composed player. Panny's raw. Well, they're all raw, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got some good rough diamonds down there, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, obviously John Laverick, he's sent a message here and he mentions about Eddie Thomas. Eddie Thomas, number 20, showed great desire, bright future. Congratulations to all the academy staff. Well, it's definitely. It's just really, really, fantastic that that the academy is producing. I mean, okay, it's pre-season. These lads have got a lot of maturing to do. They've got a lot of learning to do. But the looking at them now, it's very exciting to have those prospects in a Gateshead shirt.
No, it is. It's as fans, we absolutely love the players that come through with the academy or through what used to be the old reserves. It's fantastic to see that, and like I say, there are rough diamonds. Well, it's fantastic seeing them. I mean, Connor Panny's only 17, and he looks a quality player. Connor, I mean, so did other lads I've mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I say, Mick Scully's put there's no better advert for the academy than players progressing to the first team setup. Certainly is. And well, as I say, we have managed to get the post-match interview from Mike Williamson on Gateshead FC TV on YouTube. Please subscribe to Gateshead FC YouTube, so you get these interviews as soon as they come out, and match previews and all sorts in between. So this is what Mike Williamson had to say after last night's game.
Mike, 2-1 win at Dunston here in pre-season tonight. First off, how did you view the performance?
Yeah, really good. Very, very pleased. Obviously pre-season, so it's load and learning kind of the patterns, roles and responsibilities. But yeah, delighted. Obviously it's a difficult place to come. They're a good team, good players. And I thought the first team lads did very well and helped the young lads. But when the young lads come on, I thought they deserve a lot of credit.
And you mentioned it being a difficult place to come here. Both sides had multiple chances throughout the game. How important is it for you to not just have pre-season games where that they're walkovers and you're cruising through them, that you do get tested coming to places like this?
Yeah, I think we've got a variety of tests over pre-season. Obviously Hartlepool, Shields, Blackburn and Newcastle. I don't know what squads they're going to bring. But yeah, obviously Hebburn and Dunston, they're difficult teams to play against, and I think you obviously got the physicality, but then also you've got to use the game management and that bit of experience, because some of these lads have played 200-300 games at this level, so it's brilliant for the lads to learn and get that exposure.
And Eddie Thomas and Kedron Scott both on the score sheet just as they were on Saturday. Billingham, how pleasing is it for that Kedron, especially being in the first team, seems to be hitting a bit of a run of form, even if it is only in pre-season?
Yeah, well, of course, obviously strikers want to score goals. I think there's plenty of opportunities to get get a few more over the course of the evening. But yeah, Eddie's done brilliant. He's come in, he works relentlessly, and he's took his finish well. So I'm pleased from both.
And in terms of the squad, obviously a lot of changes at half-time through the second half. Jack Hunter did come on in the second half and then came back off. Is there anything in terms of injury-wise with him, or was it just a bit of a precaution?
Yeah, no, he's. I think he had a bit of an issue with his thumb, so I don't know if it was a possible fracture. He's gone to get the X-ray just to double check. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
And you are back at home for the first time in pre-season on Saturday. How much are you and the rest of the lads just looking forward to getting back at the International Stadium and in front of fans as well?
Oh yeah, obviously, fans it's huge, getting back at the stadium. But yeah, for us, we know the surface, we know the pitch, and we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, it'll be a good test. It'll be a different test. Whatever squad they're bringing, they're going to be technical, athletic, and they're going to know their patterns. So we've got to make sure we're ready.
Well, there you go. Great interview from Jack McGragan with the gaffer, Mike Williamson, there after the game at Dunston. And as I said just before that clip, do go to the Gated FC YouTube channel and subscribe, as you should be, to this one. Ting! That's what you need to do. Right. Mickey, you managed to get a little bit of memorabilia signed yesterday, didn't you? And we're going to play this little clip.
That's it.
Talking to that 1 second.
Hello. Hello.
Yep, right, there you go. And go.
Big thanks, Ben Clark, for signing the Kenny on Corners unofficial T-shirt. Fantastic. Hour of the moon's gone on me while in the house. So I'll be giving it the I'm not worthy every morning when I get up in the morning.
Spot on. Well, there you go. I forgot to edit that one. I forgot to edit that one. But yeah, as I say, it's nice of Ben Clark to do that there for you. And as I say,
absolutely delighted.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. It was a pleasure to speak to him. We've got more messages coming in. We've got a message about who one of the trialists is, but I don't know if we're allowed to name who it is. So we'll just to play on the safe side, we'll not name who the trialist was. Mr. Luke has put the easy pre-season games are over now. They're playing against tough teams, put under pressure, such as Hartlepool, Hull, and South Shields. Yeah, there's going to be some tough games in them. I say Hartlepool have lost their attacking prowess up front. Both Armstrong and Oates, who helped get them into the Football League, have left. And I think Ryan Donald's left as well.
They signed someone else. I can't remember where he was from. I seen it on the...
yeah. But Ryan Donaldson's also left there as well. So big changes since they've got their place back in the Football League. So, as I say,
said, Dave?
Sorry?
Did you see what he said?
No.
Dave Chandler says he's going down a different route. So I wonder if he's going to go on part-time.
Possibly. Don't know. Unless he's going to be taking up coaching or something.
So...
Oh, well, I'd wish him all the best, but that has to remember that Wembley goal, it hurts too much. Yeah. We've got a message from Andy Mason. Thank you, Andy. Great to see many familiar faces, that should be, last night. Delighted to see what I've seen from Panny and Eddie Thomas so far. The future is bright. And obviously, Kedwin knows where the back of the net is. Great signing. Yeah, and as I say, I think, I think at the minute, we're not going to get to see, well, I'd imagine the next few pre-season friendlies when we're up against a higher league opposition, you would imagine we're going to see more of the starting lineup or what the backbone of that starting lineup was going to be, because at the minute it's been a little bit mix and matched. Everyone's getting a bit of playing time. It's about fitness and obviously trying to get the fundamentals of what the gaffer and Busted want to be doing this season, and it is looking good at the moment.
It is. I couldn't agree more with Kedwin. Kedwin looks sharp as a razor. In fact, majority of the first, what you would consider the first team squad, have looked really sharp. Grant Ollie's impressed as usual. Alex Nicholson's looked solid. Elliot Forbes looked like a Rolls Royce on Saturday against Billy.
Yeah.
But as he did against Hebburn as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Lewis Stories looked good. We've only really seen 45 minutes from Mike, and the midfield hasn't been too bad neither. So, and the young lads, it's all positive at the minute.
It certainly is. And Mr. Lucas sent us another message. Just a quick question: are you doing a league table prediction? No, just hopefully get it as high as possible. Although we have been talking about a possible T-shirt for the Heed Army podcast. So I'll be hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll see. I was talking to Mickey about the ideas about this, but it'll be like a football strip type of T-shirt to make it look like a football top. So
a V-neck T-shirt.
Well, we'll see. Depends what Asda's got on special offer on the white cotton. See, no, we take you behind the curtain here. Well, Gordon's put, are you opening up the phone lines today? However, we're not Alan Robson. We might be. Sean McDonald has chose to leave Torquay and head back up north. Worth another look, if I'm honest. Well, I haven't heard anything on that front, but
I've seen that, Nate.
Yeah, it's a shout. It's a shout, isn't it? You know what I mean? Northeast lad, former Gateshead player. But would he want to drop down to the National League North? Could he be on his way to Hartlepool? You don't know. Hartlepool lost their goalkeeper to Liverpool, wasn't it? Was it Liverpool?
I think so.
Yeah. So definitely. Well, say Mickey, you were down at the game on Saturday. We'll just have a look at the highlights here from Billingham Town. This is also from Gateshead FC YouTube account. So remember, like and subscribe them. And this is the goals and highlights from Saturday. Well, there you go. Mickey, you were down there, but there's nothing quite like the sound of a Northern League ground, is there?
To be fair, Billy Town are one of the more vocal ones down there. You obviously hear the drum in the background there. In the league, obviously they're normally singing and dancing. It's canny bunch down there. The players, there's physical wasn't the word.
Yeah, I've been corrected.
The dark arts.
Yeah, I've been corrected by a couple of people. It was Leicester that he went to. I think it had been rumoured Liverpool he was going to go to, so that's my excuse. And Charles Wolfe has put, will the T-shirt fit large gentlemen? Well, have you seen me and Mickey? It's going to have to. So, yeah. The
bedspread, really, that we're going to turn into a football shirt. It
is, it's, yeah, so it should be like all right, but we're flying through the show here at the minute. We're halfway through. So we'll open the show. We will open the phone line very soon, but we do want more than just Gordon ringing up. Gordon, we'll love you. We're looking forward to your call, but we want other people to ring up as well. Have your say. It'd be absolutely fantastic to hear from you. Let us know what you think about pre-season so far, any of the players, because frankly, it's been amazing so far to see how pre-season's developed, and we haven't just went out and signed the same old names that do the routes around the clubs, you know what I mean, in the northeast and things like that. But yeah, but the thing is, what we want you to do is to like and share the show, and this is what we want you to do.
Hello everybody, remember to like and subscribe and share the show.
There you go. That is what you have to do. And we've hit 60 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much to everyone that's done that. Say that's from, when did we start? I think it was around about Christmas, wasn't it? Or just before Christmas or just after. So fantastic. I think if we get up, although it used to be if you get up 100, you used to change your URL name, but I don't know if you can, but keep them coming in. And well, we've got here, just realised, the sub goalkeeper was wearing a training shirt. How lovely! Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah, and I've on about the player that left from Hartlepool was Brad Young. That went to Leicester. So yeah, but as I say, what is the next friendly? That's the only thing I didn't have lined up was the friendlies. Obviously, with the Blackburn game being off, I'll quickly get them up. Yeah, I'll get them up here. See, and we will have them momentarily. Hello, that's the wrong link.
Professional as ever we are, David.
Never fails. Let's have a look here. We're going first team. There we go. Matches, and we go down here, and it now is on Tuesday, the 20th of July, and we will be playing Hull under 23s. So that should be a good game. Of course, we've got a player that used to play for Hull under 23s in Greg Ollie. So that should be a nice little game. And then, of course, after that is Hartlepool, then South Shields and Newcastle United. So, be interesting to see what teams Newcastle United bring in Hartlepool. Hartlepool will no doubt still be strengthening for pre-season after their promotion to the Football League.
Greg Ollie come and talk to her as well, wasn't it, yesterday?
Yeah, he come over and he said he'd make it on the podcast. He dived his head in front of the camera. He loves it, doesn't he? I think Dan Ward was trying to go, well, we recorded him. Me and Mickey are going to say that corner that he put in the montage at the beginning. We're going to take the blame because we put him off. Said, don't put a bad one in for God's sake. And then I think we got in his head and he put a bad one in. So, Dan. I think it was the
quality Dan and you look better with your glasses on. And
yeah, and I think that we love a training montage and stuff like that. We made him giggle, so maybe we shouldn't have. So hopefully Mike Williamson won't come and give us a slap on the wrists. But yeah, lesson learned. Don't interrupt the players when they're taking a corner. So
what about the Dunston one though?
Oh yeah, that was it, number 11. Apparently,
Yeah.
the linesman for some sun cream because he was frying.
Because he was ginger.
Hey man,
He telling him to put a crap corner in.
And of course, that's what Mason Ford was on about with Honeyman, who's at Hull, of course. I didn't realise that earlier on. Apologies for that when he sent that message in. So yeah, I mean we're 40 minutes in now. So I tell you what, we're going to risk it, Mickey. We're going to risk it, and we're going to open the phone lines. I think we're now who's going to ring first. But if anyone else would like to ring, you can do. So we'd love to hear from any of you. Sorry?
Can we have a break first?
Oh, just Mickey needs a break. Do you need the toilet to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. See, behind the scenes, on the scenes here. So what we'll do is we'll clear a quick message from. Oh, well, there we go. We've got the call already. You go to the toilet while I speak to this young man. So I'm going to go full screen here. So 1 second. Single layout. Right. Hello. Who's that?
It's Gordon.
Hello, Gordon. How are you doing?
Better day. Bit poorly yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, was it the dreaded COVID?
I was COVID. I took a test the day before, and but results back at 4 o'clock. They'll come back positive.
Yeah. Sorry.
So they come back positive. So I had to miss the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you'll be isolating for a little while now, then.
10 days.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll hope you get well soon. But as I say, did you manage to get down to Hebburn?
Oh no, I say I was going to. I was planning to go to Dunston. Mm-hmm. That was the game I was looking forward to. But obviously the Hartlepool games. I mean, the game was not going to happen now. So I'm hoping to get the Hartlepool or the Castle there in a month.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. There should be good games then, shouldn't there?
Be one of them 2 games, hopefully.
Oh, fantastic. And have you seen much of the highlights online from the games that have been?
Oh, yeah. I've seen Billingham game on Saturday, and I've seen the Dunston game from last night.
Oh, fantastic. There's some good goals, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look strong, we'll look fit.
Definitely. The Kedwin diving header looked pretty good, didn't it? Wasn't it a sweet cross?
Oh, he's on fire at the moment.
Yeah, there's a sweet cross from Greg Ollie as well to put that on a plate for him.
Did I hear what Billy said? The players are going to have their names on the back this season.
Yes. You could have done last year, but it was optional. But I think most teams are taking it up this year.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. And, well, as I say, Dave, now you know how Alan Robson feels on Night Owls. Yeah. But there we go. Mickey's back. Hello, Mickey. Go on. You're going to talk to Gordon?
Hello, Gordon. How you doing? I hear you're not too grand at the minute, son.
Yeah, I took a test before the game yesterday and I come back positive.
Oh, my word.
So I've got to self-isolate now for 10 days.
Oh, God. God bless you, Gordon. I hope it's you haven't got a bad strain of it, mate. I hope you can get over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like I say, hopefully 10 days I should be feeling better. I feel a bit better now, but feel a bit rough.
Oh, good. Well, you'll be fighting fit with them antibodies in you coming in the next few weeks, and you'll be back at the football. And
like I said, I was going to work. I wanted me to get a game on Saturday because that would be 7th day of self-isolation. So I'll probably go to the Hartlepool game on the end of the month against Newcastle 11.
Yeah.
Oh, Gordon, take as long as it takes, mate, to get yourself on your feet. Don't rush it back. Just get yourself fit first. Football is still going on whether you're there or not. You need to look after your health, bud.
Hopefully, we were hoping to be able to do commentary because we're going to be doing it on this platform, all things being well, and it won't be a video stream. It'll just be like this, but with like a poster up, and we'll be at half time. We can play a video and things like that, and before the game. So we're hoping to do that, but hopefully we can do that for the whole game for the people that are unable to attend or people living further afield. So don't worry. Hopefully you'll still be able to be involved in the games in pre-season and throughout the season if you can't make it to a league game.
And like I say, if I can't get the Hartlepool game, I'm going to definitely try and do the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, look after yourself first. Other than finding you got COVID, how are you doing it otherwise?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, good, really.
Good.
Well, Gordon, look after yourself and hopefully we'll see you at the Newcastle game.
Yeah, you two lads, be safe.
Cheers. Thank you, Gordon.
Take care, Gordon. All the best, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
You too. Bye.
There we go. Gordon on the mend there. That's what we like to hear. And we've got another message. This one's from Mike Embleton. And he's put, Dave, what's that big blue tattoo on your arm? It's the... I'll see if I can move forward. It's the Who. Oh, again. It's a plectrum, the Who. A music arm. So there we go. But I'm not getting any more skin out for you. That's on that OnlyFans.
He's got that railway station tattooed somewhere else.
Yeah.
Real.
Well, we'll get the tats out on another show. That'll be the after hours show, I think. But still plenty of time to get your messages in. And if you want to ring us as well, the number is going along the bottom of the show. We'd love to hear from you. So be like Gordon and ring up and get involved in the show. Say we've got about 15 minutes left. And you ringing us will help us fill that out nicely. And it'd be nice to hear from a new name or an old name. Anyone that hasn't been for a while, please do get in contact. It's what it's all about. Right, as you did see earlier on the bottom of the screen, of course, Mickey Gray has left his role as manager of JFC Ladies after a fantastic debut season for the team. Of course, going unbeaten in a COVID-ravaged hit fixtures and still managed to get to a semi-final of a cup competition as well. And obviously Mickey feels that he can't stay in the role and he's moved on to pastures new. And we just want to, because he really embraced the podcast and got into it. So we just want to wish him all the best and thank him for everything that he did with the ladies team and the club in general.
I've got nothing but praise for Mickey Gray. What he done, there was others involved, I would imagine, as well, but built that team from scratch, done the trials, brought some very, very talented footballers into the Gated Ladies team, and improved it by the winning the league. The got to the semi-final of the cup, beating two sides from higher leagues. He gave them, some of them lasses, a really good chance, and they took it. Helped build up their morale and the belief that they can play. And I've got nothing but praise. Bolden's gain is our loss, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whoever comes in has got one hell of an act to follow.
Definitely have. And Sam Pons, but great job for Mickey Gray winning the league in his first season. Excellent. All the best in the future. And of course, we echo those sentiments. As I say, we were going to ask him to come on, but with it might be still raw or whatever. He may not want to talk at the moment, but definitely down the line we'll speak to Mickey and say goodbye. As Gator fans always do. Let's give him the best. And we've got another call here. Hello there. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello there. Who's that?
Mason Ford.
Sorry, who? Oh, Mason.
Hello, Mason. Wait.
All right. Aye.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for calling. You're helping the show. But seeing you at the games, you must be enjoying being back like everybody else.
Yes, I am, definitely. Just missed it.
Yeah.
It's been how awful has it been not being able to get into a football match, Mason?
I know. I managed to get the one in bloody May.
Yeah.
Right.
In Newcastle.
Uh-huh.
I thought you would have been known at Wembley because I know what you're like for your football. I thought you would have been in amongst the England fans. I honestly thought you'd get there for them. Like,
nah, I wouldn't.
I seen for the final were 54 grand, weren't they? Yeah, as I say, but
Mason got that he said, "Hey, man."
Oh yeah, no, that's just pocket change that. But Mason, like us, we're buzzing with all the players that's arrived and seeing what's developing. But who's been catching the eye or who's excited you so far in pre-season?
The two magic men up top, Sedgman Scott and Adam Campbell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that damn ward as well, and that corner Panny.
Yeah, I say that there's no one's really, not that anyone that would even if we'd say if someone had a stinker, you go, oh, someone hasn't really impressed, but nobody's put a foot wrong really at the moment, and everyone's out to impress.
It's just been decent with all the lads have come in.
Definitely.
Especially Blackhead, he's improved in the pre-season.
Yeah, he looked sharp against Hebben, didn't he? He's
filled out as well.
His movement off the ball was the biggest improvement I've seen in him from when I've seen him in the past in a Gated shirt.
That's the best I've seen him.
Yeah, I think he's
still going to take a penalty though.
Oh, let's just put down some great saves from Mark Foden. But no, you got to say the lads obviously worked hard. In between the time he's loan at Blythe and coming back, and you can see the lads hungry for it, and it's got to put that in turn. We spoke to Adam Campbell when he first come in, and Kedwin, that the competition is hotting up massively, and with the arrival of Eddie Thomas sniffing around on the scene as well. All these players that no one's guaranteed a starting lineup.
Mm-hmm, definitely, he played well last night. I thought we would have got a penalty of him colliding with that Michael Wolfe with Dunston. When he crashed into the advertising board, I thought that was going to be a penalty. That.
Yeah, he north thumped it. We'll put it in the montage at the beginning. He north went into that board, but no, I mean, earlier on in the show mentioned I had seen him play last year, and he looked good. But obviously in that game there was Nelson Ogbuwe, his pace was rapid, and I think his eye was caught by most people. But if you watching the game, Thomas, I think he scored in that game as well, looked really good, and he's obviously developed since then. He looks a bit more broader, a bit stronger, and you're seeing, he's up against Birtley Northern League defenders, and Northern Premier League or Northern First Division, isn't it? I forget the names of the new divisions.
So what's called now?
Yeah,
it used to be Everstick.
Yeah, Evo Stick North. But as I say, he held his own. He pushed them about. He gave as good as he got, and he got his rewards with a good finish from a cute angle when he got around the keeper.
It is. I knew that Liam Collins is a good keeper at that level. It's just a shame.
Well, me and Mickey were talking to him, taking the Mickey out of him before the game, because he was at Gateshead, nearly 20 years ago.
He was at Gateshead.
It's getting just at least 18 years ago he was with us. And he was very unfortunate at the time. He was a youngster. He got into the side. There wasn't much money around, so that team was a couple of ex-pros that had dropped down, some faces from around the Northeast non-league scene, and a few youngsters like George Weatherly and Liam Connell were in the side. And Liam Connell was getting his confidence. He was doing well, and then we signed Keith Finch, became available, and the manager at the time obviously felt that Keith Finch was the better choice. He wasn't a bad goalkeeper, but in hindsight, Liam Connell developed into a hell of a goalkeeper, and what a career he's had.
He has. Obviously, with the experience he's got with it.
He's got a hell of a beard as well. That's what we were telling him. He said he's got some lovely growth.
Mason, what did you say there?
He is possibly one of the best keepers around, apart from it Gated. Because obviously, with him being part of the South Shield squad, winning the 4 trophies, I think he's a hell of a keeper.
He is a hell of a keeper. I totally agree, Mason.
I say he's won stuff wherever he's been. Dunston as well. So he was part of that FA Vals squad as well, wasn't he? I think back in the day. So he's well versed in the box. He knows what he's doing, and he's command of his area is fantastic.
Their defence last night was possibly the best I've seen so far, along with Heaven. Because with the experience they've got, the likes of that Michael Hall there, who took out that poor lad, and that Dan Halliday.
Yeah,
that's why they were around in the top last season, but got cut short with COVID.
Yeah, well, Chris Wales, he's a good defender himself, as we knew when we've seen flashes of it when he came to Gateshead in the later stage of his career. So he'll know how to set up a defence. And I think And if anyone's watching from Dunston, it's always a pleasure to go down there as a Gateshead fan. It's one of the pre-season staples. It's always nice to go down to Dunston and have a nice evening there, regardless of whatever the result is.
It is.
It certainly is. Mason, thank you very much for your call. It's lovely to have you. Don't be a stranger. And hopefully we can get an interview with you at a game as well sometime soon. So we'll speak to you again soon.
It's been a pleasure to be on the night. It was really good. It's been really good.
Cheers. Thank you
very much, Mason. That means a lot, mate. It means a lot.
Cheers.
Okay, right. Take care, Mason.
You take care, mate, and I'll see you at one of the matches soon.
Cheers. Bye. There we go, lovely Mason Ford. You may have noticed he was in one of our montages of the Hebburn game. I sneakily caught him standing behind the goal. Mickey, I was surprised by the standard of football played in the ladies' game. And I was also surprised that the ladies never used bad language during the game. Not. The ladies do anything.
I was going to say, Charlie, which game were you at?
Yeah,
but look,
it's competitive.
They're a great bunch of lasses. Absolutely lovely bunch of lasses.
So, 1 second, I think my daughter's dying to get on. She's snuck up. Come on. Away. You can show everyone your favourite toy. Turn around.
And subscribe.
Like and subscribe. What are you going to do? Say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and share the show.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right, go on. Go.
Can I have a listen?
No, it's just my voice I can hear, Dafty. Go on. Right, and Mickey's, you don't want to hear Mickey's. Right, and
really?
Well, yeah, and great. Obviously, we never got to mention about two heroes playing last night as well in Craig Baxter and Phil Turnbull as well. Great additions to the Dunston squad. I'm sure they will do some fantastic things down there at Dunston. They can only bolster any team that they go to. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. It's been a fantastic show. We hope you enjoyed it. This is what we want the show to be, with more interviews and highlights and things like this. When there's actual football being played, we can fill the show out more with the content that hopefully you want to see. So we just want to say, the amount of messages and the viewing figures right throughout the show have been absolutely amazing. And we want you all, we just want you all to share it and to say that, we get, I think, close to, probably 180 views of each show each week, maybe 200. But we know there's another 600 that sit in the stands and maybe a few more hundred that are, part-time fans and out and about. We want to reach them. So the friends that that are Gateshead fans or ask you about Gateshead, send them a link and let them get involved. And they won't have to ask you the questions of who's Gateshead playing this weekend or who's the key player.
When they see us two, the legged.
Oh yeah, I know. But but that's what we want to do. We want to get it, out there into it. And we'll give the last message of the show to Sam Pelton, not just because it's a fantastic message praising the show, and also as well, we got the thank you, Sam, for that. We got a lovely bit of praise from Kedwin Scott's dad as well, so that was nice. And he still wouldn't come on. But on that note, share.
He had a fine UK Subs t-shirt.
He did. He's got a bit of fashion style and good taste in music. On that note, that Kedwin Scott's dad is a fashionista. We will leave you on that, and we'll see you next week. It'll probably be about a Thursday next week. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of footage from the Hull game and some interviews and all your thoughts and views, and hopefully your phone calls as well. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you later. Thank you, Lord.